Following the expiration of Kwesi Appiah's contract at the end of December 2019, all eyes were on the Ghana Football Association for their next move. In a startling move, however, the country's football governing body has relieved not just the 59-year-old coach, but all other technical staff of every single national team of their posts. Let me read to you the full statement from the GFA. Here it goes. The Ghana Football Association has dissolved the technical teams of all national teams with immediate effect. The decision affects both male and female national teams. The GFA extends its appreciation to all coaches and members of the respective national teams for their contributions to our teams and Ghana football. We wish them all the best in their endeavors. Now, the news headlines are interpreting this move as the sacking of Kwesi Appiah. How so, and why was the statement not emphatic on that? Well, Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo is my guest for some analysis on this developing story. He joins me on the phone lines. Welcome to News Desk, Dr. Tamaklo. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So, are you surprised by this statement, and does this mean a definite sack for Kwesi Appiah?
Well, I'm surprised and not surprised. I'm surprised because it appeared to me as if it's the whole dismissal that is aimed at one particular target. They didn't give reasons why that whole dismissal. No basis at all has been given, and that's a bit surprising too. The reason why I would say I wasn't surprised also was that it is a culture, unfortunately, young people are learning in this country from the elderly one. The inability to point things out clearly as it is. Now, if there's one particular individual you want to get rid of, write to the person personally and let the person give you reasons why you want him out. And even then, if you want to start the whole block, you can write to them individually and give them reasons why you want them to go. But nothing of this nature at all has been done. And as I said, it is an unfortunate culture that young people in this country have learned from the elderly leadership in our political, the dispensation. So it's very unfortunate.
Right, Dr. Tamaklo, so let's separate the issue of everybody being sacked from the issue of the explanations not being given. Do you think that, considering the change that the Ghanaians have cried out for concerning the way we run football, getting rid of all technical teams is perhaps a good starting point?
No, definitely not. You ask yourself, have they got people waiting to take these various positions that they have declared themselves to be free now? I doubt. And if we are not careful, we are going to create a vacuum that eventually will rather destroy the whole football fraternity. And I think we have to look at that carefully. Yeah, you know, the present leadership of the FA, I really don't know them, I must confess.
Okay.
But I think they have to be a bit cautious. They will plan the whole football fraternity such an thing that nobody will ever be able to save this great institution. As I said earlier on, this sort of culture that unfortunately appears to be permeating into our youth has to stop. It wasn't a good example. We say it in our political life every day. This person hasn't done this, has been dismissed. No reasons given. Or somebody has done something and is to be dismissed, and the person is not dismissed. It is the same thing they are carried into football. And that, to me, that is very important. This is the way I look at it.
Right. How do you think this will affect the morale of the players and the staff that are actually being kept on for some of these teams?
Well, so far we don't know those who are coming to take over from the various technical areas that are going to be declared vacant. We don't know them. We don't know their ability. We don't know their experience or professional knowledge. So it will be difficult to say at the moment because if you ask a whole technical team of a football club to give way, I hope by now they might have people ready to take over. But if they don't have, and they are just going to have this sort of try and error approach, then it will be a big problem. It will not just be for the footballers, but for anybody at all connected to football.
So what are your thoughts on Kwesi Appiah currently? Would you go for keeping him or letting him go completely?
No, you see, Kwesi Appiah, the problem with him that I noticed earlier on is that he might probably have all the experience and technical know-how, but he hasn't got that leadership skills. You see, he's a leader, and the leader must be said to be a leader. He hasn't got the charisma, he can't command. I mean, if you're a leader, you can't command. You must as well lead the state. You follow me?
Yeah.
So we see day in and day out whenever the boys are having, tournaments. That sort of command position cannot be seen at all. But even recently, we saw what's the name of this boy, what's his name? This other coach, assisting him, and you see the command position of that other CPA boy is more profound. And that question was just there, And I think that is number one problem. So if you are not born a leader, you can never lead, no matter what you do.
Right.
That is the biggest problem he had and he still has. Well, it's been there for more than 4 years, and if he has those leadership qualities, we should have seen it by now.
Right.
Well, I have seen what do you call it? Quite a number of coaches, but they all have their different approach. That coaches one is a bit of a worry to me. That's the only thing I'll say.
Right. Do you have anyone in mind who you think might make a good coach for the national team?
I don't have anyone in mind, but I think I would like to caution the FA if they are thinking about picking another coach. Now, I have seen somewhere on the net that they are thinking of technical assistance from FIFA. They should stop it. They should put a stop to it immediately. Well, that will not help. That will not help at all. Now, I say that because once again, it brings my mind back to how African leaders run their government. The same scenario. You have a problem when African leaders have economic problems with their various governments. And what they do eventually is to resort to this so-called IMF to solve their problem. The IMF can never solve this problem. So it becomes some sort of a circle that we keep on going around all the time. Now, why should they go to FIFA for technical assistance? For what? They should look amongst us here, and definitely there will be an outstanding coach among the populace here. And then they should pick the coach within this country, or even maybe an African country that might have a better coach if we don't have. But going to FIFA to ask for a coach or a technical support, I will definitely be happy.
Right, and also moving away from coaches, what's Kwesi Appiah for a second, what's your assessment of how the other teams have been managed? For example, the women's national team.
Women's football, we have a long way to go, honestly. To me, they have not been managed properly at all since time immemorial. And unfortunately, we don't really see investments going there still. That is very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. I think women matches will always be the curtain raiser for all these league matches that play. That's the first thing. This and ways are going to make them popular. That's the first thing. Now, secondly, a lot of money must go in there more, and they really need a serious person to lead that particular outfit, both technically and administratively. This is the way I look at that.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Premier League has started, well, the Ghanaian Premier League, and tonight Kotoko plays Legon Cities at the Accra Sports Stadium. It's interesting because it's gotten a lot of attention on social media, maybe because Shatta Wale will be performing as well. Do you think that it's a good marketing tool? How do you think the Premier League is going to fare with this new energy that is being infused into it?
First, let me find out something from you. Who is Shatta Wale? What's the name of? We are going to play football. I don't even know the person's church. Is it Shatta Wale you said?
Yes, I said Shatta Wale. Shatta Wale is, well, he's one of the biggest artists in Ghana, pulls a lot of crowd. And so just based on the fact that Shatta Wale is performing, there's a large possibility that the stadium will be filled with his fans. And he is...
He's an artist.
Yes, he's an artist. He's an artist.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Kotoko is a big club. There's no doubt about that. And this being their second match, I'm sure they would like to prove something. Particularly when the match is going to take place at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Yes, yes.
Now, the new club they are going to play, that's Lagos Cities as they are called, it's the same old players that we know from Wild Stars. I think Kotoko have to sit up properly or stand up properly.
Okay.
Because they are not novice. They know what they are about. If they think under the new name they are going to just walk over them, I'll say they will have a shock of the match. They have to be very careful because these new clubs, we've had a taste of it before.
Right.
You know, just last Sunday, we experienced a very bitter defeat in the hands of Brekumchas. I couldn't believe it. You know? So our advice for the to take the match seriously. And then the new club also, I think they have a lot of support in Accra. It's amazing how they came by that name, Lagos City. It appears they have a lot of sympathy. We all fall into the same area in terms of what do you call it, residency. So I'm sure they have a lot of sympathy, even looking at the university and this environs and then Legon with the various sections, west, east, north, and whatnot. And then, of course, mind you, Medina is there too, which is another greater part of Accra. So they have surprisingly tremendous support, and I think that's one thing all the clubs also should take note of.
Right.
So I wish them good luck. That's what I was saying.
Okay. Before you go, Dr. Samaklo, so when the press met the president a few weeks ago, Patrick Ajiman Zongo, who has a program, Fire to Fire, asked him this question. Can you please take a listen to the question, and then I'll come back to you for your thoughts on that.
Okay.
What would be your advice to the FA and the sports ministry, or what to do with regards to whether he stays or not? And personally, do you want him to stay as the Black Stars coach? Now, also you played a key role in getting FIFA to bring in normalization committee to normalize our football. They are done with their work, and now there's a new administration. What do you think should be the direction of football in the country? And Mr. President, also, just a few words of encouragement.
We have to leave it here and let others ask their questions.
Okay, Richard Comey is fighting, defending the IBF lightweight title in US. So what will be his message to him?
Very well, very well.
More fire.
So, Dr. Samaklo, your thoughts on, especially that second question about the normalization committee, the work that they've done, and the direction that the Football Association should go in?
Well, I said right from the word go that I wasn't comfortable with that sort of method used to solve the problem that we have with our football. We have seen quite a number of football associations all over the world, particularly Europe and South America, getting into more serious problems and the way it was handled. I believe strongly the way we handled the one we had here was a big mistake. We don't expose our leadership at that level to be ridiculed by other associations across the world that way. But government decided to go that way. They are in power, so they have the right to do that. I definitely would have taken a different stand. As I said, you can have that in the archives and you can play that and listen to what I said that time. So as far as the normalization committee is concerned, this is the way I look at it. The then they had certain good people in there, and I think they could have definitely been organized in a way to look carefully into what happened and have a case of internal. Just like it happened in Switzerland. I mean, what is different from the way a Swiss will handle a case from the way a Ghanaian will handle a case? So right. And also, what happening in South Africa and Brazil some time ago, you say this can be handled internally, and we have reasons why we say that. But here we expose ourselves to the whole world with ridicule and all sorts of things. And it doesn't even seem as if we have achieved anything. This is the way I look at it. So that is a bit disturbing. Because if we have achieved anything, some of these fixing problems wouldn't have come. Like we are just discussing concerning mass dismissal of technical men now. So I personally was not in favor at all the way the government handled the problem we had at the FA about a year ago. So that's that.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time this morning, Dr. Tamaklo, and we wish you a very happy New Year. Now, my colleague Patrick Ajiman Songo of Fire for Fire fame on Adom TV, well, he joins me with a little more on this subject. Good morning, Songo.
Good morning.
Okay, so let's talk about your question to the president during his encounter with the media. It seemed as though you were anticipating something like this. Is that true, and why?
Yeah, because before we had to go for AFCON, that was just the AFCON that ended in Egypt. Then all the hopes were like, we're going to win the trophy. We want to win the trophy, so we have to do everything for Blasters, the taxpayers' money, so that we can be able to win the trophy. And the coach even came out to say that this is the best campaign that he has had since coaching Blaster. You understand? So we saw what happened in Egypt. And then it was normalization, that Kufuyama was heading normalization, and he told Ghanaians that if the coach is not able to win the trophy, he is going to sack it. And what happened after that abysmal performance in Egypt? You understand? It came out like politicians or the president himself, they are backing the coach. They don't want Kufuyama and co to sack the coach because they feel that they still want a Ghanaian coach to coach the national team, and it should be Akosi Appiah. Why do we have seen his performance? That his performance is not the best for the national team for us to be able to win AFCON. So then, if opportunity comes like this, what do? You have to ask that question. That was the reason why I asked the president that. I mean, personally, does he think that the coach should stay? Then he channeled it to the FA, that is to Kweku and Co, that he wants them to take the responsibility. And that is what has happened. And for me, I mean, Akosi Appiah is not the best for Ghana for now. Akosi Appiah, he has done little for Ghana Blaster. We've given him a lot of chance to coach the national team, and we have seen nothing. You understand? A coach who tells me that he doesn't believe in formation, tactics. So how do you coach the team? What formation, what direction are you taking us? And we want to win trophy. Blasters is all about winning trophy. We qualify almost all the time, very, very easy going for AFCON. But when we go there, we are one of the favorite countries. And we should be able to get a coach who can instill discipline in Blasters, who can bring on board players that can go tournament like AFCON and win it for us. So for now, we give him a lot of time, and we'll see what he can do. There's nothing new from Akwesi. So we have to move on. I am very much pleased that he's not going to continue coaching us, because I have watched him. He is finished. I have seen him. He is finished. I have what I've been seeing from Akwesi the day he started being assistant coach for Blasters before graduating to be the head coach of Blasters. You understand? He's the longest-serving Ghanaian coach for Blasters, and even among the whites that who has come down to coach Blasters, he's the longest-serving coach to coach the senior national team. And what does he offer? He has nothing to offer. So he's history now. We should get a coach who can win the AFCON for us, whether black or white. That is all. We want the trophy. That is the most important thing. A coach who can give us a squad that when we are competing, yes, we can see the Blasters, we are competing.
Right.
You understand? Not that abysmal performance that happened in Egypt.
Okay.
After all the taxpayers' money.
So how satisfied?
What?
Sure,
Yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead.
What are we investing in Blasters for? That's what I was asking for.
Right.
What are
Okay.
we investing? The investment should yield something. 26 years now, Blasters, we can't win AFCON. For what reason? So we need a master tactician to be able to, give us that trophy.
How satisfied were you with the president's response, and what do you think is going to happen next?
Can you come back again?
How satisfied were you with the president's response, and what do you think is going to happen next?
Well, I took it in a different way. Whether he has to say yes or no. He's the president. He wouldn't want to stand at one side and somebody would say that maybe he has taken sides. Fantastic. He wanted to be neutral. At the end of the day, he says the FA, they are in charge, and they should take the decision. And
Right.
now the decision is out.
Okay.
That the coach can't continue to coach us again, or they dissolve all the various national teams. But I believe that it was just a matter of time. And it has happened. So Akwesi is no more there. We need a new coach. That's all.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining us on this conversation. But before we go, let's hear the president's response at the media encounter a few weeks ago.
I have to say, this is a difficult thing for me to answer. Because if I say yes, it's like I'm putting pressure on the Football Association to renew his contract. And if I say no, then I know for sure they'll not be able to do it. So let me keep away from answering that question altogether.